Hey guys and gals, let's build and have a look at the birthday cake by Lego. This is set number 40641. Contains 211 bricks. The set was provided to me by the Lego group for early review, and it retails for $14.99. So, well, seems like it's a pretty good deal for what it is. And let's take a look at the beginning of the manual. This is going to tell us how it's broken down. So bag 1 does part of the cake, and bag 2 finishes up. Looks like we got a minifigure in each. Not too bad. And it jumps right into bag 1. So, let's build it. And yes, before we start, we got a set of stickers that I have to put on there, but that's not too bad. I'm getting to get used to them, but I'm not liking them, but I gotta get used to them. So let's put that over there. We're going to focus on this right now. And I'm going to start doing the minifigures. So at least it comes with some nice, adorable figures with this build. So let's get going here. And I know there's some guys that really want the really big sets. And honestly, I'm probably one of the weird ones here, because I enjoy these sets because they always have the best parts. You're not overwhelmed with thousands of pieces. You just get enough parts to build a model, and that's just it. You know, these also make great display pieces too. And you shove that right in there. Okay. So, oh, I forgot her wig. Well, that's not going to do any good. Maybe we could stick that on her, huh? No, gotta have fun doing these. You can't make them boring, huh? All right. How do you get the wig on her? Well. Oh, that's not going to do any good. There we go. Right there. Kind of get it to where she doesn't topple over. So when I do the review on this, I'm just going to do a 360 spin and be done with it. In fact, I was going to build it on the turntable and forgot to set it up. And I got some time right now that I want to get started on filming these, as I have a bunch of sets, and I thought, well, I had this or a 600 piece set, and I thought, let's do this one here first. Now, if you remember in my Jade Rabbit build, I did that in 4K. I think I know why I stopped using that camera. The video started getting grainy, and I need to figure out why it's doing that. So before I can continue on and using it, I'm going to read up on it first. One of my buddies had mentioned it, probably due to the settings. It probably is trying to amplify the light, or the brightness is too low. And for this one here does really good low lighting. That one doesn't, but when I'm under a 150 watt bulb, there is no excuse for that at all. So, okay, I thought we were using regular bricks. No, we're sticking these in here. And, oh, we're doing the J-Stiffer method, huh? We're sticking the studs here first. We're going to stick this in the corner. I'll show you why here I'm doing this now. And this is something that Lego should have started with first. In order of operations, if you cannot see this very well here, this should have been step 1 right here, and this should have been step 2. So I think they got that backwards. Because I had looked at that first, and I thought, well, that's kind of hard to see. And yeah, so at least now I tried out the 4K thing, and yeah, it's sharper. I don't need a separate audio device. It's perfect. I just need to, you know, prepare the videos and stuff like that, or not prepare the videos, my bad, is to clean up the camera settings. I did learn some stuff. I downloaded the manual. I just need to really sit down and read up on it, and, you know, just kind of figure it out as I go. So maybe the next short video I do, I'm going to do that first. Is maybe set it up, change some settings, do a test thing, and if it works, then we'll do another video with this and see how well it turns out. Yeah, speaking of Lego and birthdays and stuff, I remember that was probably the most exciting time when I was a kid. Is on my birthday, which I don't do anymore. Kind of sad. Is that I remember we would go out for dinner, places like maybe McDonald's or Chuck E. Cheese or something like that. And when we get home, we'd do the cake and blow out the candles and stuff, and I would get like a birthday gift. A couple of birthday gifts like Lego. I could get a video game. It just depends on what my parents can afford at the time. And I remember those more than anything else. And I remember half the time my grandparents would come and visit. That was special right there. And that's one thing I do miss about being a kid, is having those birthdays. And now today, birthdays are just, well, mine anyway, are half the time are full of drama. So when it comes to my birthday, I always work extra hours. But when I remember how things were when I was a kid, it was different, you know. And I just remember more of the time my grandparents had come by, and that was more than enough for me. And those are the type of memories that I want. You know, it's like getting a gift for Christmas or birthdays. I'm like, I'd rather have a memory, because then I can reminisce and then share it with you guys and gals. Versus, you know, like when I turned 40, I had big things planned, and that fell through. But now birthdays now are nothing special anymore. It's just a day that I have to work extra. Okay, so we're putting studs here for some reason. All right. Sorry about the angle, though. So, yeah, I always remember the childhood birthdays. On my 30th, I know I went out and did surfing for a whole day. I remember that. And there were some other ones in between. I remember, though, going to Chuck E. Cheese or go to McDonald's, and that was it. A place that's fun. But other than that, my family birthdays were never special, and that was just how it was. I'd be like, hey, let's go do something. Yeah, that's why I try to avoid them now. And we got to put 3 more in there. That's kind of flimsy, huh? But I still remember my grandparents coming over. I think it might have been for my 8th or 9th birthday. Bought me a Lego set, too. It was like a little box set, one of those little boxes, but still. Fun fact about me, my very first Lego sets that I got were used. Kind of wish I still had them today. Now that doesn't look right. There we go. You can see it's right in the center of this line here. So that's where it's going to be. And then I did have a milestone. I think it's still on this channel of my custom birthday cake when my channel turned 3 years old. It was like a sheet cake I made in Lego, and I thought it looked cool. It looked yummy, but that was it. It was just meant as just for a fun mock to kind of see if it was possible to make a cake, and it was. Now we put one more here. So I'm taking it this is supposed to look like a slice of cake. That does sound good as a birthday cake. They sounded better when Mom used to make them. The store-bought ones were okay, but I preferred when my mom would bake a cake. Oh yeah, but back on that digital, or that 4K camera, I learned how to use the focus assist and stuff, so I don't have to guess. I can just put focus assist. It has an outline, and the bluer it is, the sharper it is. So I'm going to play around with it a bit and see if I can get the graininess to go. Once I set that camera up really good, I'm going to use it. Now the problem with it was, though, I think I may, the viewfinder is, the brightness is cranked up full blast, and I need to readjust it. Okay, so that's what we have remaining for bag 1. Not too bad. And since this is a short set, I'm just going to go ahead and run to bag 2 right now. We'll call it the build. And we'll go get started on that. So this is not a bad little set. This would make a great little birthday, like just a birthday gift. But obviously, if you're a dude, the color scheme may throw you off a bit. But nonetheless, if you get this set as a gift, it's still cool. Say thank you for the person that gave it to you, because you can always change out the colors. This is something you would want to give to your child or something here. And yes, it's a bedside unboxing. Okay. And that looks pretty good. Flip the pancake over and we'll do the other side. So far, I'm very pleased with this. The manual is it's not really slow, and it's easy to follow. I'm not scratching my head or anything, unless I got a scratch up there, an itchy thing, but it's not bad. This is not a bad set. So if you get this set either for yourself or for the special one that you'll have in your family who likes these Lego cakes and stuff, there you go. I'm sure whoever gets this is going to really like it. I mean, if it can keep an adult such as myself entertained, I'm sure it'll be okay. There we go. And so we're building the hinge for this. So when I'm taking it, this thing probably opens up and you do some stuff inside of it and stuff like that. You could probably use it as a little birthday card too. All right. So trying hard not to yawn in your ear. So right now I'm going to be doing mostly sets. I'm not really doing any tutorials right now. But that's why I built a bunch of tutorials and had them filmed in bulk. So when I get the set reviews, they're there. And I think I may have got it to the point where I got the set reviews down pat. And that's where that goes. And we got to put some other plates in here too. Did they even show those other plates in there, or did I just skip over that like I usually do? Yeah, I did skip over that. Whoopsie, my bad. Well, guess what? I will put them in now. There we go. Fix that right up. I'm assuming there's tiles that go up against there. Yes, there is. So I'm taking it, this probably connects over there. And you see that correctly. I am going to have to put all those little 1x1s for the brown little part of the cake there. And I thought those were 1x2s. And I thought, oh, that'd be kind of cool. Well, no. I think the next portion of the cake shows them on the top. So for brevitivity of the video, I'm not going to bother thumbing back and forth. I'm just going to go ahead and do them like this. And these will twist and turn, so if you can't get them on there straight, well, so be it. Yeah, I'm trying to find some new movies to watch right now, and you know, my friend wanted me to, she was kind of hinting about movie night. I said, well, I got to get some of these set reviews done. She goes, oh, okay. I said, yeah. I said, if I didn't have all the set reviews, it wouldn't be too bad. She, you know, of course, like, oh, this house starting to look like a toy store. I'm like, yeah, I got to slow down on some stuff here. And here I was talking, I was telling her, like, I need to order some parts. She goes, my goodness, you don't need any more parts. I said, oh, I need these. I said, I need to build some stuff. And I've been getting, oh, here's some stuff that we can talk about here. I got a lot of comments on the tent build. Now, here's a little fun fact about that camping tent. That took 2 years to put together to get it to work right. So, for that being a very small build, it took forever to figure out how to do it. So I looked at some real tents. I have one here at the house. And I thought, this would be cool to make in Lego. And this is, you know, like the poles and stuff. And I thought, really, a tent is kind of a rough outline of a house. So why don't I just do that instead? And I did. And that's when I thought, well, it turned out pretty decent. We're going to have a lot more tiles. It tells me I'm going to have to do the other side of this. I forgot to put the tiles on here. But that's the thing. And by the time you watch this, I think the campground might have already been released. I think so. So, you know, the leaf pieces I had in that little meadow where the deer was at, they have those now in dark green, or in earth green. It's a darker green, and I need to order a bunch of those. I'm trying to get those in different colors because it'd be nice to have. It's a nice, I'm trying to get a lot of foliage parts. And some of these city sets now have some of the new foliage pieces. I want them, so I'm going to place an order once they become available. And that's what we've done so far. And then we got to attach this here. And I have a feeling this pattern is going to repeat. So I bet that closes right up. Yeah. Okay. Got to put that tile up there. Well, we got to be careful. You can see right here I open it up too much, the tiles start buckling. So hopefully we'll be able to stop that where it doesn't do that anymore. Okay. And now we got to focus here. I'm assuming that's what we're going to be doing next, and that's exactly what we're doing. So let's get going on that one. Now the reason why I'm leaving this open is I'm going to need some support here. So this is probably the outside of the cake, and this is the part you cut in the middle here. I don't think it'd just be an all chocolate cake. It could be. All right. Alrighty. And we continue on. Now, why didn't they put another set of 2x4s? This is only held in with one stud here. I'm only assuming these go in next, but let's take a look here. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves, Jay. Let me pop these out. I think there might be something special that goes in there first. Let's not do these so quickly. Let's follow it. Or I guess I could just build it like that. Huh. Let's do that and see how easy it'd be to build. And that's pretty much a good introductory level to snot building here. There we go. Now it doesn't buckle up. Remember, if you saw the unboxing, they had this used as a ramp. Now I see what we're doing. So we're putting this in here next. Oh, now I see why. I got pieces coming off out here. You know what I'm going to do? Take that off. And then stick this in here. Okay. Alright. And then you got to put 4 on there. I think that might be one big giant sticker after all. It just says it just says plus. And we're going to put that on here and see here. And I'm going to decorate it exactly how the book shows it here. Just stick those in there. I kind of wish they had a way where you can stick a sheet of paper on that and you can write in there and make a great little birthday card. I think that's what this intention was for. And you can just put these anywhere in here. I don't think it's going to matter. Whoever's going to get this is going to have a lot of fun. There we go. I wish that was printed. Then again, I can rip that off and that's it. So you got to put all the stickers in on step 38. And then we put these tiles in here. But I'm going to leave that open and hold on the bottom just to press this down in there. Now it's pretty well sealed inside. Looks like a little room, huh? All right. So now we're going to continue on the pattern here. And what I'm going to do, just so I don't mess up, I'm going to start right here while this thing's folded out. Then I'm going to fold it back in just so I don't mess up. Okay, now they start with the bottom pieces first, but I'm just going to go zigzag back around here just to make it faster. Now this set does not come with the brick separator, so if you mess up, you're going to have to scarf one up. So no, don't use a butter knife or anything like that. You don't want to be doling up your utensils. So I think the only slow thing on this set here is the little 1 by 1/4 rounds. All right. And then that'll be it. And how you know, just unfold it. It looks seamless. Okay. That's what they show right there. Okay. Oh, and then they show you got to swing it closed. Then they start decorating the top here. That's what you're going to see right in the manual. Alrighty, so let's start placing flowers on here. I think we're going to need 2 hands for this one here. Okay. Yeah, so I think whoever's going to get this is really going to enjoy it. I know when I do the review and stuff, a lot of people are going to snub their nose on this review here. But, you know, this right here, for those who snub your nose, this would still make a great, this would make a great little mock here and just expand on this. So you can actually change the colors of this. Just have fun with it. Now with the advent of building guides and stuff, you could practically piece one of these together, customize it, and then give it to somebody you like. I did get a comment though today on my camping tent. Jay, how do you come up with all these awesome ideas for these builds? Like, where do I come up with them? Things that I see in life. I think we've all seen a birthday cake before in person. So, I bet one of the designers probably did that. Okay, how many candles we've got to put on this cake? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. That's a lot of candles there. Matter of fact, this looks yummy. I'm getting hungry now. I don't have any... maybe I do have some stuff to make a cake. A sheet cake, but not one of these type of cakes. And put some of that whipped cream frosting on there. Oh, that would keep me up for hours. Or mini trips to the bathroom. It depends. We're not done yet, but we're getting close. In fact, I think this is the last step on this too, is just putting all the candles on here because I see the starburst around it here. Alrighty. I was looking for one of the candle pieces, and where was it at? In my hand. I gotta really wake up, huh? And that is cute. I like that. Now we gotta put together a minifigure now. This will obviously be the birthday boy. These torsos are pretty cool too. Okay. Either that or he's the person giving the gift. There's a little gift. I've made a bunch of these before. Just never used the stud flower on the top for a bow. And we build a little toboggan. And they have the little rocket thrusters in the back. Well, how do those stay in there? Oh, we need to put the hollow studs in there. Well, let's make these all face the same way so it looks a little more uniform. Okay. And then that's it. And they show you can do this. We're going to test it real quick. And then I'll do the formal review in a different segment. So I'm not going to take out the figures. They're going to stay where they are. And I'm just going to have them do this. So basically, you got your gift. And let's do this right here. That's what's remaining. And let's take a look at this. First thing I'm going to do is see if everything fits inside here. Looks like you probably could. Let's see if we can pack it in there. If it closes up, we're good. Well, maybe not. Looks like the toboggan might be a little too big. So we're just going to do a test now on everything. Here, we're going to set that in. Maybe you have to dismount him. Yeah, it closes enough for me. So you can possibly wiggle and jiggle and get that to fit in there. And then you just, I mean, the inside of it looks pretty cool. And then here you can just take this guy and have him race down the side of the cake. And yeah, he just spun out there. So if you had another one of these, you could make another one of these and have a race on him and see too. Makes a good little game. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So it's got limited playability. But for the most part, though, it's a nice little adorable build. Okay, so for my notes, and if you're interested. So let's start at the end here. So for $14.99, is it worth it? For 210 bricks, and it was a very relaxing build, I'd say maybe so. Maybe so. $14.99. And you get 2 minifigures. You get a somewhat playable model. You get a little cake and a big cake. 1 present. Unless that's the present there too. Maybe it's the main gift. Of course, you got the balloon. So it's hard to say which one's the birthday kid and which one's not. But yeah, for the most part, I really like the cake and stuff. And for build quality, you know, some of the stuff can break off like that and stuff like that. So I'd say the build quality, it's about average to above average. So it's in between that range. And build experience, really good. It kept my interest. So I enjoyed it. I don't know if you guys and gals may enjoy it, but I enjoyed putting this together. So all in all, and it'd make a nice little birthday gift, so I'd say yes. The only thing I think is kind of a bum run, though, and you know how I am on this, is the stickers. It's not too bad. So for what it is, it's reasonably priced. In my opinion, I think it is. I'd say it's probably a 9.5 to a 9.8 out of 10. You know, it wasn't really lame or anything like that. 2, you can easily modify this or make your own mock and make it better. So, tell me what you guys and gals think. To me, I enjoyed it. It's a nice, cute, adorable little build.